I was really just in the house working. You know what I mean? Just like, they don't know that. Nobody know how pure you are but you. And I was really pure at that time. I wasn't doing nothing but music. And I'm like, damn, you know, like I was confused. Like, where does the good karma pay off at? You know what I mean? Where does this shit come back around at? Cause I was real committed. My money got short. That ain't stopped me. You know, like I said, how I was being viewed changed. People kind of like act like I fell off a little bit, and I still stayed committed. And then on top of all that, I got raided and they took all my equipment, and they put a new case on me. I was just confused about it. And I remember like questioning everything, like, damn, I don't really have no part of the game that braced me for that. I don't have no mantras that I remember hearing or nothing I grew up around. I ain't had no answer for that one. But, you know, it kind of discouraged me for a long time. But I had accumulated so much music. But from when I got raided, I stopped really recording every day and got back into hustling full time, because I'm like, I gotta fight a case now, and I need a lawyer, and I can't even really afford to sit in the studio like that. And probably like 6 months to a year later, a person named Johnny Shipes, he was an executive at Epic Records. He had a joint venture up there at Epic, reached out to my people and was like, I want to sign Nip. And I didn't make no new music from the time that I got raided to the time that he reached out.
How old were you then?
I was, I think, 21, 22.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I ain't going to the studio. I'm not doing nothing music related right now. I'm hustling. And he's like, nah, man, you got shit that's fire, bro. I want to really make this shit happen. I just did Sean Kingston. He was Sean Kingston manager. They just put up crazy numbers at Epic. The first round of music that Sean Kingston had put out. He was managing Felly Fail, and so he like, I got a whole structure, bro. We got the radio plug, you know what I mean? And I was just off it. And he took songs off my MySpace and played them for Epic Records. They wanted to sign me off the old music. He put a contract on the table and broke bread with me. And it was all off old work, and I realized like, damn, this is back pay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do no new work. This is all just reaping benefits from work I put in years ago.
It's the ROI.
You know what I'm saying? But it took a while to go through the process of coming back. I was expecting like to be protected because I was working and for nothing bad to happen. But that ain't how it came back around. It came back on its own time.
If you putting that time and your work into whatever it is that you're trying to do, bro, at some point it's going to work out. It's inevitable. This is something that I've been talking about a lot lately, especially going into this new year, 2023. Whatever you wrote down as your goals going into this new year, if you put the work in and the time in, even if it takes a little while, it's going to pay off in the long run. But we're going to talk about it a little deeper in this video, man, so make sure y'all stay tuned in. Let's get it. What's good? I'm an independent artist by the name Timeless Rock with TR Mentality, man. And before we get into the video, make sure y'all own your own shit. And in this clip, we got Nipsey Hussle explaining how karma worked in his favor. Now, I know majority of the time when we talking about karma is typically in a bad way. Talking about if you do something or somebody wrong, it's gonna turn out bad for you and you're gonna get that same energy in return in your life. But in this clip, we had Nipsey Hussle talking about how karma could also be a good thing. We also heard about good karma as well. So this isn't entirely a foreign concept, but this is a beautiful example about how this content game work on YouTube and all these other platforms that you can post video content on. And it's something that I've been talking about a lot on my live streams and just in my personal conversations about how when you put that work in, and what I mean by that in the content game, if you putting out a lot of videos, and we talk about all the time how it's hard to stay consistent when you see that the views and the subscribers ain't coming in the way you envision them coming in. Like when we start this journey, we literally see only the greatest things happening. We see only positivity, and we see our career scaling faster than anybody that ever did anything we step in our foot in. And that's true. I'm a firm believer in whatever you decide to go ahead and jump into and start as a journey, and you want to see whatever amount of success in that journey, that you can achieve all the success that you have in your vision as long as you show up every single day and put the work in. And what I mean by that is when you don't have any views and you don't have anybody subscribing to your channel, we all been there. I've been there not having any subscribers, and I talked about this a lot lately as well, going weeks after uploading a video and that video only having 2 views on it. And I already know how that's very discouraging, but when you got that vision, I promise you, you literally see past those those 2 views, because you know the potential. If you doing this content thing for the right reason and you just trying to give value to anybody who could potentially come across your videos, and you got that vision of success that you want to see in that field, you know that it's only a matter of time before you see that success in the views of all your videos showing in your subscriber count. One of the biggest things that I learned when starting a YouTube channel is you want to build that catalog. And what I mean by that is you want to put out as many videos as possible, whatever is sustainable to you personally, and you just want to build that catalog. The more and more videos you put out, over time it's going to begin to snowball. You're going to see more and more videos start to get more and more views, and the more videos you have out, the more people can go back to and they can start to binge watch. When I started this journey over here on YouTube, I knew that all I had to do was keep showing up. I just had to keep on coming up with great ideas, giving great value in these videos, and just figuring out ways that I could try to optimize these videos in the best way possible so that the right people can see it. And when they do see it, knowing that I gave value in those videos, that they're gonna love the videos and it's gonna give them that value that I expected to give, that allowed me to have more patience and just trust the process. And over time, you start to see older videos do more and more numbers. More and more comments start to come in. More and more subscribers come in. More people liking your content. More people sharing your content. And that's all because you put in that work. And like Nip said in the beginning of the video, you start getting that back pay on your effort. And as those old videos are starting to generate revenue, you putting out new content at that moment as well. That's going to also be generating more and more revenue, more and more traffic to your channel. All the stuff that we see in our vision when we first getting started all these journeys. But with that being said, man, I'm going to leave y'all on that note. Make sure y'all go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And go ahead and add to the topic as well. And if you rock with the video and you agree with what I'm talking about, make sure you go ahead and hit like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm out of here, man.
I ain't never met nobody that's gonna put in more work. That's gonna put in more work. And I like ownership so much I had it put on my shirt. So that's how we gon' start the convo when I show up to work. Cause I ain't them, I done put in the time, I know my worth. They gon' keep you around until you down and you never found. They gon' ask you how you fell off. I've been independent from